Welcome. I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor. You can find out more about me. Visit my website at www.jessesawyer.com. Today, I'm going to be showing you 3 simple exercises to really assist with neck discomfort, upper back discomfort, or even postural pain that you might be experiencing. Typically, when that is occurring, we're having muscle imbalances, we have poor posture, we're in the aging process, or we're not holding our phone or our computer at eye level, we're holding it here, so we're jaunting that neck forward. So I'm going to throw you 3 exercises that you're very familiar with. I'm just going to be showing you 3 different modifications to those 3 exercises. And the one is a chin tuck, the other one is going to be a lateral neck bend or a cervical side bend. And then the last one is going to be a lat stretch or a back stretch. So let me begin. So the first exercise I'm going to show or demonstrate and the modification is a simple chin tuck. Typically, we're used to doing this with our chin and tucking it. I'm going to show you a modification that might help some of you perfect this chin tuck. Take your heels, put them up against a wall, your butt up against a wall, your shoulder blades and your shoulders up against the wall, your elbows against the wall, and then you want to take your neck and rest it up against the wall as well. Now, I realize that some of you aren't going to be able to do this because you already have that thoracic kyphosis or you have that dower hump or that neck has jaunted too far forward. That means that you should be doing those chin tucks more often, either on the floor or in a seated or standing position. This exercise really helps you perfect that chin tuck for those that don't want to get into that over thoracic kyphosis or that dower hump long term. Stand here, put that neck and head up against the wall, and then reach out with your chin. Tuck it back in, reach out. All along, keeping those heels, that butt, those shoulders, the shoulder blades, those elbows up against that wall. And you want to do that about 10 times. The same way you want to do that if you're just in the seated position and you're chin tucking because you already have that thoracic kyphosis, you already have that dower hump, you already have that neck jaunting forward. This is for individuals that want to really try to prevent it, modify it, and perfect that chin tuck. The next one is your lateral neck bend or your cervical side bend, where you're just doing this. Now I'm going to add a little greater force, and I'm going to add a modification because I'm going to hold on to a chair, or if I'm in the standing position, I'm going to hold on to this console table. I'm going to lift up my left hand, I'm going to reach over to the right side, and I'm going to pull. Now as I pull, I'm using this offhand, this right hand, to try to keep my posture upright. I don't want to let go because if I let go, then I kind of start bending and it becomes an abdominal exercise. I want it to become a neck exercise and I'm stretching out that right side. So I'm grabbing, holding, and I'm preventing myself from bending farther and farther over. So I don't want to go further to my left. I want my head to continue to stretch, but I want to stay vertical up and down. The same way if I was going to do the left side, I want to hold on, reach over, stand nice and tall, and then pull. And again, the goal here is to utilize this so that you're not bending farther over and you're getting a greater stretch on that trap. You can do this in the seat or in the standing position. Either or is going to work. You just want to make sure that you're not going with the pull and all of a sudden it becomes a stomach exercise or an abdominal exercise. And then our last one is a back stretch, which we've been doing those wall angels, but for some that can be really difficult. So how do I stretch out my lats? How do I stretch out my back? Very simple. All I'm going to do is put both my arms up. I'm going to try to get full extension, that 180 degrees, but if I can't, that's okay. And I'm going to just take my right hand, reach over, and I'm going to grab my left. Right? I'm just grabbing my left hand, and I'm just pulling that left hand over now, and I'm reaching. There you go, as far as you can. And now what I'm doing is I'm stretching out that left side. Now, if I want to get the right side, hands go up, I reach over with the left, grab that right arm, and I pull that right arm over. There you go. And you can do this up against the wall as well, where I'm facing this wall. I put my arms up just like this against the wall. I reach over that right and grab that left, and then I reach and bring my body up against it and really reach, and it even gets a greater stretch of that lat. Vice versa. Left grabs right, and I lean, and I lean. And that wall, if I rest my stomach up against it, keeps me even more vertical and creates even greater posture, which really makes me isolate my lats. But if you can't do that, you can just do this in that standing position, because I know some of you, if you already have that dower hump, you already have that thoracic kyphosis, your range of motion is not going to be full extension at 180. It might only be 135. It might only be 90, and at that point you're grabbing here and you're just pulling across, which you're still going to get a stretch in that lat. It's just not going to be the best stretch that's possible. Again, these are just 3 modifications. Add them to your routine. Depending on where you're at with the discomfort, with those muscle imbalances, with that poor posture, they might not even work, and you might have to continue doing what you've been doing. But these are 3 great exercises to add, if possible, whenever and wherever. Please subscribe, and please continue to follow me. Please like, please share, and go in peace, my friends.